Hi, my name is Caitlin Estrada. Today I'm going to be talking about how overfishing negatively impacts marine life and the oceans. Raise your hand if you have ever been to the beach. While many people vacation to America's beaches throughout the year, many don't understand what's going on farther offshore and underwater. Fishing technology has advanced in recent years, allowing more fish to be caught. Some of these advancements are better nets and better boats to catch more. Many countries have unethical practices when catching fish. Some fishermen will throw old nets that are no longer being used into the ocean and polluting it, also harming marine life. The FDA does not have a lot of rules towards fishing, creating a problem of overfishing because there's no biological catch limit set for the fishermen. Before watching a clip from a documentary about overfishing, think to yourself what fishing looks like to you, and then compare it to what the video shows you in your head.
We have been fishing for 40,000 years, constantly improving our fisheries and our nets. Fishing became an industry. It's no longer a question of family, but of investment and technology.
The extent of overfishing. Big nets are catching more fish than needed. Old nets and fishing gear that are no longer needed are polluting the ocean because they're being dumped into the sea. The high demand for more fish is putting a big stress on the environment because of how damaging the fishing equipment is. Different marine species are being endangered because they don't have enough time to repopulate after being fished in large amounts. Other marine animals are getting caught into the nets even though they are not a target, which is very damaging to other marine species too. Think to yourself if you belong in the population of people who depend on fish, and if so, how could you change that about yourself and your eating habits?
Almost half of the world's population, that's 3 billion people, share one thing in common. They all rely on seafood as their primary source of protein. As the global population increases, the demand for fish only continues to grow.
Raise your hand if you eat fish or anything else that comes from the ocean. How many people worldwide depend on seafood as a protein source? A. 10 million, B. 2 million, C. 3 billion, or D. less than a million? The correct answer is C. 3 billion. The repercussions of overfishing. If we do not stop overfishing, there will be an increase in endangered marine species, and we will have to stop fishing, which means many people will lose their main source of food. Ocean water quality will also decrease, and the world economy will be heavily affected. Also, marine animals will lose their habitats and food if we do not stop this. The big picture solution. The U.S. government should start getting more involved, setting stricter regulations and biological catch limit to help decrease overfishing. Also, creating no fishing zones where coral reefs are located will help fish populations flourish more. Money can also be put into researching better ways to sustainably catch food in the ocean and making it easier for fish to populate. Although it seems like the impact of overfishing is impossible to change, there are many ways to stop it from getting worse. We need to start caring more about how our actions impact the environment. We also need to educate our future generations of this problem to prevent this from happening in the future.